Ahoy, me hearties! It's Pirate Week! So we're going to continue to work on, and the one that we're going to learn about is crabs. So I'm going to read you a little story. I'm going to teach you about a little crab craft that you can choose to make, and then I'm going to actually ask you to go on to Seesaw and complete the diagram. Okay? So let me share the screen, and I'm going to read you a little bit of information about crabs. Crabs by Deanna Jones. When a crab gets too big for its shell, the crab molts and a new one will grow. Oh my gosh, just like the insects we learned about. That's crazy. So this is an old shell that was left behind by a crab. That's pretty cool. Crabs use their strong pinchers to protect themselves and find food. So if you look at the front of the crab's body, there are his pinchers. Crabs walk sideways. They scuttle quickly and burrow under a rock or sand if they are in danger. Do you guys remember what burrow means when we talked about Groundhog Day, right? A groundhog will burrow into the ground. Well, that means he digs a little hole into his ground, into the burrow. And that's pretty cool, right? Crabs do not walk like we do, forward and backwards. They scuttle from side to side. That's how they walk. Crabs have two eyes, and their eyes are up high on something called stalks. Wow, that was super short, wasn't it? Well, that was it. All right, so those are your crab facts for today, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the diagram that you're going to see right here. Let me make it a little bit smaller. So you're going to actually go on Seesaw, and where you see you're going to see the activity called Diagram of a Crab. You're familiar with this because we did this with the whales, and we did this with insects, and we did this with sharks. So you are going to color the diagram of a crab, and you are going to label where his legs are. All right, so you see his legs. His pinchers are the things on the top. Right down here at the bottom, that's going to be labeled his shell. And do you see where we talked about his eyes? They are up on eye stalks. So up top here, you're going to label eye stalks. Now, option number 2, if you do not want to print this out, do not worry about it. Take a separate piece of paper, and you can go ahead and draw your own diagram. Draw a picture, and then label the parts, and then take a picture and send it to me on Seesaw. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop sharing the screen because I want to show you the activity that you're going to do. So let me go ahead and let me bring this down so you can see. So I did the handy dandy circle trace, right, guys, which is super easy peasy, which you know we've done a lot. So you're going to just take a bowl from your house, you're going to lay it down, you're going to trace around it, and then you're going to make the circle. So the first thing that I have here are his eyes. So he has those eyes up top of his stalks. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue on the center of his eyes. Okay. And we know that his eyes are up on stalks. So what did I do? I just cut 2 little pieces, all right? Just straight pieces that I can go ahead and put his eyes on. I'm going to go ahead and do that first. I'm going to add his eyes up on stalks. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you what that looks like so far. All right, Mr. Krabs, right? Here we go. So the next part, let me hold this up for 1 sec. So the next part, guys, that you're going to actually see are his pinchers. So all I did for the pinchers, I took a circle. I actually folded my paper over because when you cut 2 circles out, you can find anything small to trace in your house. A toy, a lid. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a triangle, almost like cutting a piece of the pie out. You think of 4 quarters here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I cut out a quarter of the circle. And so there you are going to have 2 pictures. And so how I'm going to do that, I've actually cut out some L shapes. So you see this, these are kind of like L shapes, okay? And what I'm gonna do is on the top, I'm going to glue 2 L shapes that are going up here. And don't worry, I'm gonna show you what I mean in 1 second. I'm gonna glue these behind. Okay, so I glued one of these L shapes behind, and then on the top here, I'm going to glue his pinchers. All right, so guys, sorry. So what's missing? That's right, his legs. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna glue the rest of the legs down, because remember, he moves side to side, and he has a lot of little legs that he uses to move side to side. So we're gonna add those. Okay. So I got my left side done. And now I'm going to do, whoops, I'm going to do my right side. All right. Let me do one more here. I think you guys are really going to like making this project. All right. And there we go, guys. So here is Mr. Krabs. Here's your crab. So you have the L shape going down for his little legs that he walks on the sand side to side. You have his pinchers up here. And then you have his eyes on those stalks that we talked about. All right, so pretty easy today. The crab had just a short amount of information on him, which I think you guys are all going to be able to remember. And you are going to go ahead and do the diagram, and then you're going to create your own crab. Okay, guys? And remember, you can use any piece of paper that you want. Doesn't matter the color. Just use what you have at home, okay? All right, guys. So have a great time making your crab. Love you guys. Ahoy there, mateys. I will see you back here tomorrow for a little more science.